The moment Kang Jinyuk defeated the System Warden, he crossed a threshold no player had ever crossed before. The tower now called him a variable, a being outside the script, a wild card that the rules can no longer fully control. And when you break the rules, other powers start to notice. Constellation, the rebel star, is observing you. Constellation, Ashen Monarch of Ruin, has sent a whisper. Then the system went quiet, replaced by a strange, distant voice. Not from the tower, but something deeper. You've stepped beyond their leash, mortal. Join us, and we'll show you the truth buried at the tower's heart. Then a black card materialized in front of Jinyuk, floating, pulsing, beckoning, invitation to the Forbidden's path, only available to variable class beings. Warning, accepting this path will permanently sever access to all official factions. Most players wouldn't even understand what this meant, but Jinyuk? He knew exactly what was being offered. A way to bypass every major guild. To ignore the tower's enforced order and carve a path through powers that were sealed at the game's creation. He didn't hesitate. I'll take the gamble. He tapped the card. The world around him melted into shadows. He is no longer on floor 8. He is standing in a void, surrounded by shifting stars and broken fragments of time. And before him stood a figure cloaked in stardust and fire. The rebel star, a falling constellation. One who defied the divine hierarchy and paid the price. They fear you now, the being said. Because you remind them of me. Jinyuk asked one question. What's the real purpose of the tower? The rebel star paused, then smiled. To keep gods asleep and mortals obedient. Jinyuk was offered a gift, a hidden skill tree locked away from public players. Skill tree obtained. Chaos Origin, Forbidden's branch, grants access to reality-bending abilities at a cost. But before he left, he was warned, every power you gain from this will draw the eyes of the Divine Watchers. You will no longer be ignored. Jinyuk nodded. That's the point. He returned to the tower's normal space. The shadows fading. No time had passed, but everything had changed. System update. Your path has diverged from the tower's default line. You are now on Chaos Route. Future encounters will be unstable. And so Jinyuk walked forward. Not as a player, not as a pawn, but as something outside the game entirely. Welcome to the channel. Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us today. If you're a fan of Isekai, where a human soul transmigrates into another world, especially if that world happens to be a world of magic and monsters, and you love stories with unique characters and unique worlds, then you're going to want to stick around. Quick shout out to our top supporters. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it, and let's begin. As you can see, we're only 2 episodes in. This story is just getting started. And there's so much more to come. But if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a favor. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button. It really helps us grow and allows us to bring more stories to more people. Back to the story. On floor 8, countless lives have been lost, including some very important lives to the protagonist. And all of those lives were lost because of one single reason, the lack of powerful allies. If only anyone would stand against the System Warden, perhaps the outcome would have been different. But no one did until now. Player Trash of the Nation has arrived at the scene of the battle. They found the corpse of the System Warden, proof that someone dared to defy the tower. And they found a variable, a being whose name doesn't appear on the record, whose existence is classified as an error by the system itself. Player Trash of the Nation wanted to know 2 things. How did this person become a variable? And can I get that kind of power too? Those questions led to the destruction of the entire floor. Onlookers watch from afar as the System Lord is slain. But few truly understand what is happening. Even fewer know why. In a desperate attempt to save the world, one player broke the rules, broke the game. And in doing so, unlocked something ancient, something that existed before the tower was raised. Before the Guardians took their positions, before the game became the game. Something wild, something free, something that cannot be contained, a variable. At the center of it all is the corpse of the System Warden, proof that the rules can be broken, proof that the game can be beaten. And from the corpse of the System Warden, a new power begins to stir. Soon, the whole world will tremble at the name. Kang Jinyuk, the variable. And that's where we'll end this episode. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave us a like. Also, we've got another channel. And if you're interested, the link will be down below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.